Welcome to 2K. Sports, we have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. The Houston Rockets come into this one following a loss to Denver. You know, guys, you hate to get embarrassed on your home court, but that's exactly what happened. It was a tough loss for them.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. It was rough.
There's the line to the hoop. And it's Stoudemire with the jam. On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, that means just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
It's Covington on the wing. Takes the three. They get the rebound. Kicks it out to Booker. The drive by Thompson. Phoenix grabs the miss.
Ooh, he tried to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least about a week.
Booker. Clock at 6. Lets the three fly. The three-pointer is right on target.
Gotta be impressed with Booker's basketball IQ. Superb at scoring off of pick and rolls.
And last season, Greg, Devin Booker became the Phoenix Suns' all-time leading scorer.
Yeah, he passed Hall of Famer Walter Davis to achieve that feat. Booker is a guy that wants to be a Sun for life. So I expect him to break even more franchise records.
Now, Booker following Durant's three-point attempt. Now here's Booker to the inside. And Stoudemire slams it in.
The defense expects Booker to find his own shot, but he gives it away off that pick and roll.
Durant feeling it out of him. Sweet move. And then Durant with the dunk.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Rockets have brought in the right veterans. Coach Ime Udoka said, quote, their approach rubbed off on our entire team. We can only teach so much, but you have to have guys that have carved out their niche in the league with that edge and that defensive mentality. It was invaluable for our team. Kevin, back to you.
You know, they've got that grit. Thank you, Allie. The Suns leading. Stoudemire, the screen, with three. Booker, and it's KD with the rebound. Pass to Şengün. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, that's a nice looking mid-range shot from Şengün. I love how confident he is.
Here's Booker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Thompson. Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love He also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Here's Thompson. Şengün trying to free himself up. Thompson with the bucket.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Pass to Thompson. Covington with the steal. For three, Booker. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Booker's got 10 points in the game.
That's the kind of shot this offensive scheme is meant to produce.
On the jam by Kevin Durant.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sight.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Booker. He's got 10. 5 to shoot. Stoudemire outside. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total.
The Rockets, 12.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
And as long as the threes are dropping, you've got to keep launching them.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Here's ball. Down low. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact. He is a really good athlete. Give Shepherd a launching pad, and he will not turn it down.
O'Neal outside. Here's Malawach. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster when that can be as difficult as anything.
And a deep three from Booker. The long distance three is buried. Booker's got 13.
Oh, the ever-expanding range of Devin Booker, making you pick him up pretty much at half court.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Capella. Here's Shepherd. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Taking charge in the pick and roll. Shepherd using the screen and finding his spot.
Here's Booker. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Lets it go from deep. And it's Shepherd missing.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Booker on the move. And the dunk by Booker.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Pass to Booker from outside the arc. Good, and the assist goes to O'Neal. Booker's got the lead up to 5 now for the Suns. Houston moving the ball around. At the top of the key, Capella. Now Shepard. 6 to shoot. Back to Capella. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on. Come on, Malowach.
Great initiative from Capella there. Seeing an opportunity to score and getting the D to act.
You know, GA, it seems like a lot of players welcome the opportunity to play in Phoenix. Talk about what makes this market to a player so appealing.
I mean, the weather has a lot to do with it, right? Basketball is a winter sport, so for those snowbirds out there, Arizona is a great choice.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks. Fred VanVleet is a leader for the Rockets. Their coach, Ime Udoka, says Fred sometimes goes against his natural inclination, playing the good cop because Ime himself is so hard on them. But adds, Fred is a grumpy dude. He always finds something to be mad at. We need that with our team. Back to you guys.
They love his disposition. Okay, thank you, Allie. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Booker. O'Neal. It's good on the putback. And the Suns lead by 11.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's VanVleet. Here's Capella. Iguodala grabs the rebound. And here are the Suns now. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Booker. Booker brings the fans to their feet.
Keep feeding the hot hand. Booker has it going in this one.
VanVleet looking around. Pass to Capella. Rebound by the Suns. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. For 3, Booker sinks the three-pointer. Booker's got 26.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And it's good, 2 points.
So quick on his feet. VanVleet takes off at full speed.
And Booker puts up a deep 3. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. And so it's Phoenix sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And here is Green. Drives to the hoop. Oh, wow!
That is powerful. If that doesn't belong in the dunk contest, then I don't know what. That is an impressive finish there by Green.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Stoudemire, no good. Rockets trailed by 14. Thompson with it. Now guarded by Ball. It's stolen by Stoudemire. Fires from 18. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Durant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And it comes to handling business off the floor. Richard, there might be no one better at doing it than Kevin Durant.
Oh, he's definitely very active, spreading his money around over 40 ventures or so. KD clearly understands the importance of investing and how beneficial it can be long term.
And Green gets it to go.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
A fader. Şengün, no good.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what? Because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Green dives in, and it's Green with the jam.
You don't want to jump with Jalen Green. That's rule number 1. And rule number 2, you don't want to jump with Jalen Green.
Here's Shepard, and finished off by Shepard.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Ahead, and it's Thompson with the jam.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to Covington. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Just 5 on the clock. A nice shot by Booker.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Covington with the steal. Here's Booker. He has 29. Durant with the steal. Launches a 3.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the third quarter of the game. And he gets the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
This past offseason, the Rockets had to find a balance, Richard, between adding talent and maintaining chemistry.
Yeah, that's because continuity was a big factor in their success. But they also understand that in order to win in the postseason, you need star power.
Rockets trailed by 14. Here's a Kogi. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Kogi's got his first 2 points. Out to the wing. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Reed Shepard. That's his first foul. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's ready to talk things through with them. So both teams making some changes here. And so here's Phoenix, a 12-point game. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's stolen by Tate. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And Kogi hits from deep. Kogi's got 5 points now this quarter.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on deep.
There's 48 seconds left in the third. Adams outside. Van Vliet outside. Screen by Adams. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Shooting for Houston, Fred VanVleet.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Well, Fred VanVleet wasn't going to be denied his chance, RJ, at playing in the NBA.
No, he wasn't. Undrafted, yes, but training his whole life for a chance. And when he got it, boy, he did not let up. Ever since he was young, he was getting up at 5:30 every morning to train before school.
Suns leading by 10. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to O'Neal. There's a good screen. Here's Iguodaro. Adams defending. One second left. And Adams with the slam.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Things are firing on all cylinders for them right now. We'll see if they can keep it going.
The Rockets, 40.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Now Kevin Durant. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Shepard with the ball. Outside Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot off.
Nice effort from Booker, making things hard on the shooter.
His three-pointer's off the mark. Shoots it up, and he hits the jump shot. Booker's got 31 points.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Here's KD. Oh, Durant gallops in for the slam.
That's easy money for Durant. Just too long, too skilled.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. The drive by Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Screen by Şengün. And Şengün throws it down.
The assist.
Superb movement in the screen and roll. Got to reward Şengün for that.
Booker looking around. There's a screen by Covington. Yep, it counts. Booker's got 35 in the game.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
There is no on-off switch for Booker. He is always in attack mode.
In close, Durant gets the bucket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Now here's Booker for 3. Şengün with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Stoudemire, the screen. Booker outside. From deep. And here's Stoudemire. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to the Suns coach address his team. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out." Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. Durant drives in.
Capable of scoring from any area. Love when Durant takes charge and dominates like this.
And it's Houston on the break. That one drops.
And how about Reed Shepard staying calm and looking like a vet out there?
Suns lead by 4. Stolen by Thompson. One-on-one fast break.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. Brooks outside. Now Booker. They They set the screen. 4 on the shot clock. And stolen by Şengün.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Pretty much, they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense. And we have seen this from Durant before. When the game is on the line, he comes alive.
Here's Booker. O'Neal. Oh, big time shot.
Down he goes at the buzzer. Boy, doesn't get any better than that. What a finish. It takes nerves of steel to knock down a shot like that.
So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is the ultimate X factor.
And that'll do it, folks. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And our reporter tonight on the sideline is Allie LaForce. For the Utah Jazz, they come into tonight after the loss to Sacramento. Here's Shepherd. Back to KD. Clock at 6. Houston needs to get a shot off. On the wing, Thompson. And a miss there on the triple. And here are the Jazz now. And Richard, you were telling me before the game, you're a big fan of Amen Thompson.
Oh, man, he is an elite defender who can guard multiple positions. One of the top athletes in the league, and he's just such an instinctive playmaker.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. The shot by KD. No good. First quarter of play, 1 minute played.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on them.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
What a contest this is turning into. Almost like a dunk contest, Kevin.
You're right, Greg. They are really going at it, and it's bound to only get more intense from here on out. Outside for Jackson. Here's the screen. Eason grabs the board. Outside, KD. To the inside. Battier with the steal. Launches it. And it's Durant with the rebound. Now Shepherd. Outside, KD. Here's Şengün. Rebounded by Battier.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Bailey misses. Rockets trail by 4. And one of the imperatives, RJ, for the Rockets this season, improving on the offensive end.
Yeah, their scoring struggles hamstrung them in that first round defeat to Golden State. To compete into June, they're going to need to be able to convert in those pressure moments.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot and be simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Bailey with a wide open look. And once again, off the mark by Utah. Outside Durant. Over in the corner, Shepherd. That puts them in the lead.
Oh, that's cute. You think you can play tough, physical D, but that's Kevin Durant. Like, come on.
Offensive rebound. Bailey. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
It's going to be on Alperen Şengün.
And that's how you want to use your fouls, not allowing him to get to the rim.
There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Well, Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
And the basket by Bailey.
He's looking strong on the drive. Bailey using his length to work his way to the bucket.
Pass to KD. Here's Şengün. Back to Durant. Houston moving it around. 4 on the shot clock. And it's Kurylenko with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And finished off by Bailey.
And no shortage of agility for Bailey. He just leaps up to the rim.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Screen by Durant. Here's Thompson. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And just a breakdown defensively there allows him to wind up with an easy dunk straight off the inbounds.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Jazz lead by 5. From Delta Center.
9.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Jazz performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity. Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Pass to Adams. Back to Van Vliet. Shoots from the high post. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And we've heard some coaches complaining about players getting away with traveling. Is that something, Greg, the league needs to clean up?
Well, it's inevitable that a few of those calls are going to be missed. But listen, you'd rather have that than officials whistling travels that didn't happen.
Pass to Adams. Pulls it from the elbow. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Picking the defense apart. I doubt that they thought Van Vliet would take that.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Adams' shot is good.
And acting like a seasoned vet out here. Smith running the pick and roll. How about the timing on that pass?
Kessler with it. Rebound by Smith.
Now, I understand that that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now. And it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent. It's also about timing.
Pass to Smith. Adams in the corner. Back to Smith. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Jazz leading by 3. Driving to the basket. Kessler wide open. He fires. Drills the three-pointer. Kessler's got 5.
Hey, he can make that shot and have to respect him defensively.
Here's Van Vliet. Kessler with the rebound.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Pass to Collier. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. And Tate gets it to go. Tate's only got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
With the drive, Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
Mikhailuk can't get it to go. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2 for 1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
Pass to Okogie. Adams outside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A different look for Utah.
Substitution on the court.
So it's Utah now. 6-point lead. Down low. It's hauled in by Adams. Van Vliet outside. Screen by Adams. 1 second left. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Not all his mid-range jumpers are created equal. That's one they'll take all night long.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the Jazz leading by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a quick one as both teams try to gain an edge.
A big reason why Bailey went high in the draft. He's a guy who can score without dominating the ball.
With the fadeaway. Şengün, no good.
Well, that's what you get when you go for style points with the fadeaway. And look, he paid the price.
Pass to Bailey. Out to Battier. Shoots the 3. Bailey misses. Rockets trail by 7. This past offseason, the Rockets had to find a balance, Richard, between adding talent and maintaining chemistry.
Yeah, that's because continuity was a big factor in their success. But they also understand that in order to win in the postseason, you need star power.
Here's Durant. That's tipped.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Pass to Bailey. From past the arc. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Thompson outside. Chalk up 2 there. Thompson's got 7 points in the game.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
Oh, here we go. Şengün's got the fast break chance. Buries the long-range jumper. Şengün's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, the Utah Jazz are going young, but this is a franchise that has a winning history, and that culture is still around. Coach Will Hardy said, the messaging doesn't change. The players have bought into the little things that takes to win. This is a cohesive group that's committed to helping each other. Kevin, back to you.
Building the right way. Thanks a lot, Allie. To the paint. In transition, here come the Jazz. And finished off by Bailey.
A great transition play there from Bailey. I know coaches love seeing the rookie hustle.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
To the middle. Here's Thompson. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The Jazz have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And no doubt, one of the more polarizing prospects in this year's rookie class. Bailey makes shots few others can, but he's still adding strength and polish to his all-around game.
And the dunk by Eason.
Impressive dime from KD. Look at his assist numbers over his career, and they are elite for his position.
Still, to this day, RJ, Kevin Durant still seems matchup proof.
Well, yeah, because nothing's changed with his height and the skill. That quick release and his competitiveness, oh, it's the same as it's ever been.
Houston making some changes. Pass to Okogie. Houston moving the ball around. Kick out to Adams. 6 to shoot. Screen by Adams. Inside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
On I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Smith outside. Pass to Tate. The Rockets with another miss. Utah leading. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Now Kessler. Covered by Van Vliet. This one for three. Good on the triple. Collier's got 7 points in the game.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Pass to Adams. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Assist from Fred VanVleet.
Now here is Robinson. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Jazz lead by 2. From Delta Center. Back in a moment. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Smith. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. And now Utah, fast break. And here we go. Back to Robinson. Right through the cylinder that time. All net. Robinson's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Jazz. Van Vliet outside. Adams in the corner. Rebounded by the Jazz. Pass to Sensabaugh. There's the drive.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Another miss by Houston. Utah leading by 6. There's the 3. Pass to Collier. Back to Kessler. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now, here's Tate. Offensive rebound. Here's McKaylee. Flies to the hoop. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pass to Smith. He finishes with a one-handed dunk.
Just taking off. Smith showing you why you cannot leave an opening, because this man will find it.
Strong move off the glass.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Van Vliet. Adams. Kessler pulls it down. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. So for the Rockets. Think burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And Alperen Sengun gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Adier up top. Jackson outside. Just 5 on the clock. Sengun with the rebound. Now Thompson. Outside, KD. And here's Thompson. Unloads from 13. Can't get it to go. Jazz leading by 9. Vadier left side. Outside Kirilenko. Rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Now Durant. Screen by Şengün. So smooth on the 3 from Durant.
This is how smart Durant is. Able to break defenses apart in screen rolls like it's nothing.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Got it!
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Şengün fires. Down it goes for 3.
You expect Durant to finish when he drives, but he fooled the defense by making that pass.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Yeah, they got to be disappointed with this result.
And he banks the layup in. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
And so it's Utah with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to on both ends and just effective in terms of coming away.
Oh, say does that star...
Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, B.A., but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Here are the starters for Houston. Katie and Smith, the lengthy duo at forward. Shepard is out there with Amin Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that one's good for Brooks.
And what a drive from Brooks. Just carving through the defense like me on the slopes in Aston.
Thompson passes to Şengün. Pass to Shepard. Step back shot. Yes, and it's Şengün picking up the assist.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Suns. I wanted to know what he had in store for Kevin Durant. He said, we have some plans, coach said with a smile, but mostly it's about effort. We have to outwork him at all times. If we give him an inch, he's going to take a mile. So coach is asking for his guys to go all out and try to slow KD down tonight. Back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Count the basket.
Durant just going to work inside, outsmarting the defense and getting the close-range look.
And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Here's Shepard. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Pass to Thompson. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
You know, inside is where Thompson excels, and the concentration allowing him to finish there.
Green, a screen. Driving inside. Williams, a screen on Smith. Just 5 on the clock.
Walking foul called on. Kevin Durant. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Green. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First team foul.
6 on the shot clock. And another shot. The whistle for the blocking foul. He'll head to the line. And Grant, you played a half-decade in Phoenix. What stands out the most?
Well, B.A., a great city with great fans. And that exciting run in 2010 where we made it to the conference finals.
And Phoenix has possession after the basket by Houston. Durant against Green. With the teardrop. The shot off that time. Ooh, Durant with some nice D.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm. And there's the length of Smith at work. Playing big on the interior.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Brooks a screen on Durant. Green for 3. Connects from downtown. Green's got 7 points in the game.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball. Here's a look at some stats for Amin Thompson. All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Eason's checked in. Green against Eason. Williams a screen on Eason. And it's Green off the drive. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for the Rockets. And the layup is good off the glass. Durant's got his second basket of the game.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Oh, it's stolen by Eason. He goes up. It's Eason with the jam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Now here's Green. He has 7.
Yeah, tough to keep your shot out of Şengün's reach. You know, he's about 7 feet.
Smith finds Durant. Here's Eason.
No good on the triple.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Driving to the basket. It's Booker on the wing. Still without a bucket. Outside for Brooks. Just 5 to shoot. Thompson against Green. Shoots over Thompson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Suns making a switch here. O'Neal's checked in. And then for Houston, Green's checked in for Smith. Okogie comes in for Durant. And it's Davison in for Amen Thompson. Nails it from 3.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Suns trail by 8. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Outside, Green. Will it go? The putback. And we've reached the This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. And the tip goes to Houston. Here's Shepard. Pass to Durant. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Now here's Durant. Pass to Şengün. And that comes off the assist by Durant.
You can see Şengün improving his three-point shooting over time. I think it's all about him remaining confident.
For three, Booker. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now here's Durant. Pass to Thompson. 6 to shoot. Covington grabs the board. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. And it's exceptional, the level of commitment that Ime Udoka has inspired from this Rockets team, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's a player's coach, but very demanding, and he holds everyone accountable. It's all about professionalism and purpose.
Here's Durant. After Phoenix picked up the 3 with their last shot. And Durant with the big finish.
And Durant doesn't need to get up too high to throw it down. I think he could be dunking well into his 60s.
Picked by Covington. Booker for 3. Man, he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for Houston. To the inside. Here's Thompson. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
And Booker with the jam.
What a finish. Love to see that kind of explosiveness from Booker.
Pass to Şengün. With the fadeaway. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Şengün's got 5 now.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Amen Thompson, one of the most spectacular athletes in basketball. Coach Ime Udoka said he's so fast and explosive that he has the versatility to attack any matchup. Put a big body on him, he still has his advantages. We can put him anywhere in actions, and he can get downhill. Guys?
What an athlete. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report.
I mean, I love the decision there by Shepard to challenge the lane.
Pass to Covington. Stolen by Thompson. And here they come. Poke loose. And there's a pick. Here's Stoudemire. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. We've seen it on certain nights, Clark. Mark Williams just owning the backboards.
Well, his combination of strength and length, BA, causes major matchup problems. I mean, he has a bunch of 20-plus rebound games. That's hard to do, even with all the shot volume that's taking place in the league right now. Even when you put a body on this guy, he's relentless in pursuing the arm.
Here's Shepard. Pass to Şengün. On the wing, Durant. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul. And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Phoenix making a switch here. 55 seconds left in the opening quarter. Outside Durant. 4 on the clock. And Durant with the big finish.
It's very difficult to slow him down defensively, especially when you have communication problems.
Here's Ball. Takes it inside. That one falls.
And I tell you what, Ball has excellent speed. He's got good size, and his savvy shows up right there because he's cutting right into the heart of the defense at just the right time.
Now here's Ball. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And Ball throws it down.
Hey, he's always looking to go downhill, and when he's on the attack, he's going for the dunk.
Pass to Eason. Outside Durant. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Phoenix Suns. 8 points.
The Suns, 17.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against you.
And I like how Booker is selective taking threes. Makes it count when he does take one.
Pick by Smith. Okogie on the wing. Smith outside. From the top of the key. And he hits the jump shot.
Man, you have to like the patience there. Smith reading the defense and then attacking.
Booker with it. Van Vliet covering. Pass to Brooks. Back to Booker. Fires for three. And again, it's Phoenix from deep.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Now here's Van Vliet. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on O'Neal. Clark, the one expression you hear a lot in basketball, reward the big man. What's that all about?
Well, you know, B.A., the big guys often are the guys doing the dirty work, the unsung work, rebounding, setting screens, getting up and down the floor to create opportunities for their teammates. But they also want that rock, too. So get them the ball every now and then. Let them eat.
Pass to Stoudemire. Outside for Booker. And he lobs it up. And out of bounds. Houston will have it.
That was just a bad pass. There's no other way to describe it. It happens, but that was bad.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. The Suns making a switch here. Rockets trail by 4. And here's Durant. 6 points for him. Down low. Sengun. And Sengun throw it down.
Muscling through contact. This is where Sengun's at his best.
You know, the more you watch Sengun, the more you wonder if he's just a guard in the body of a big man, Clark.
Well, that's a pretty astute observation, B.A., because his passing is elite. I mean, his vision, he sees a half a play to a play ahead. I mean, you can actually run offense through Sengun. Great job right there, using his size to full advantage.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Here's Eason, off the mark there with a 3. And Booker's got the ball here for the Suns. They lead by 4. Here's Iguodaro. Left side Covington. Pass to Iguodaro. And there's the screen. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Durant surveying the D. Out to the right wing. Here's Eason. At shot's good, and so Durant with the assist. Eason's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. 1:44 left in the first half of this game. Now Booker. 14 points for him. And the shot's good. Iguodala's got 4 points this quarter.
When you look at the career numbers of Booker, here's a guy who has really increased his assist numbers.
Pass to Durant. And here's Şengün. The fader. And another basket for Houston.
Interesting choice going for the fadeaway. An unnecessary flourish in that case.
Now here's Covington. This one for three. Drops in the three. Covington's got 9.
A volume three-point shooter. Now, Covington understands this team depends on his ability to space the floor.
Pass to Thompson. From behind the arc. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
Already a second foul, just something to keep in mind.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. A different look for Phoenix. Here's Green. There's 31 seconds left in the second. Pass to Stoudemire. It's rebounded by Şengün. Rockets trail by 6. To the paint. Here's Durant. And here's Shepherd for 3. Drains the triple. Shepherd's got his second bucket of the night.
Shepherd is good at measuring the defense. He knows his passes are coming his way if he has space to shoot.
Here's Green. Green rising up.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. The Suns lead by 5. Booker with it. Booker on the take. There's a screen. Inside. Here's Stoudemire. Ooh, and powered down. What a jam.
Well, you know, this is what you like about him as a facilitator. He hits his man where he can do something with the rock.
And he drives in. And it's Phoenix for the rebound. Well, Clark, every now and then you run into a player like Dillon Brooks, epitomizing that junkyard dog mentality.
Yeah, well said, B.A. I mean, when he's out there on the floor, you're going to feel and see Dillon Brooks. I mean, he's going to mix it up with anybody and everybody. There aren't many guys walking around looking to be as physical as Dillon does.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, the Rockets have become a fearsome defensive team, and Coach Ime Udoka said, our young guys were tired of losing, and they bought into it. A huge part is just shifting the mentality and doing our part on that end. Understanding how much that impacts winning, it is a non-negotiable for me. Back to you.
They are bought in. Allie, we appreciate the report.
3 for 3 this half. Nothing to complain about with that.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Houston with another miss.
Ice cold coming out of the half. That's 0 for 3.
Driving inside. Ooh, Durant with some nice D.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
He's got a clear path. Sinks the tray. Booker's got 9 points here in the second half.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Phoenix making a switch here. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now.
Substitution on the board.
Here's Van Vliet. Lays it up and banks it in.
Put the first 3 misses behind them and finally ended their third quarter drought.
Here's Booker. Give him 23. Pass the ball. Back to Booker. Just 4 to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot. O'Neal misses. Rockets trail by 14. For 3, Smith knocks down the triple. Smith's got 5.
Yeah, looking so comfortable out there on the perimeter. Smith has really invested in getting this shot dialed in.
And so the timeout by Jordan Ott here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
Jalen Green has some serious hops. Yes, he does.
Here's Van Vliet, and he lays it up and in. Van Vliet's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Going on the attack, working his way into a nice shot.
Iguodala. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. Here's Okogie, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Grady Dick picks one up.
Boy, savvy play that time from Okogie. Drew the foul and still managed to get the shot free.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:51 left in the third quarter. Outside, Green. And he lobs it up to the rim. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That's on Steven Adams.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Holiday taking his time here. Pass to Adams. O'Neal pulls it in. Phoenix leading by 11. We've got Steven Adams out there, Clark. What comes to your mind? Wow, Green with the flush.
Once he takes flight, Green can make some incredible moves in the air.
Now Adams. Deflected. Outside Dick. And he comes up with a bucket. Dick's got his first points of the night.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Adams. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist.
And their outside game is simply evaporated here in the second half. Not a lot of great looks from deep.
Outside, Green. Screen by O'Neal. Here's Iguodala. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in a good situation, up by
54.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Durant. Pass to Şengün. Screen by Eason. Şengün in the post. He's off on that one. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Suns. At one point, they led by 16. Sinks it from distance. Booker's got 12 points in just the second half.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
Now here's Durant. Nice move. Driving in. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Just a natural-born scorer. Kevin Durant is especially elusive and skilled at converting on the drive.
Here's Booker. Good D by Şengün.
He took it up strong, but the defense was ready for it.
And there's the call on Tari Eason. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
It's Booker on the wing. Picked by Covington. Booker goes in. And Booker with the jam.
Wow. Booker doing whatever it takes to get to the basket. Totally fearless.
Here's Shepherd. Excellent D there from Booker. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
He got it!
Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
And Booker has got the ball here for the Suns. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Booker's got 11 here in the quarter alone.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Here's Shepherd. Robinson with a steal. The shot by Stoudemire, no good. Rockets trail by 20. Here's Thompson. Driving to the basket.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And here's Booker. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Thompson. Oh, touches it off the glass. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Now Booker. There's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. And he slams it down.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Suns.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're going to battle hard.
And, you know, against a conference opponent who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Devin Booker.
Offensively, he was dialed in all night long. Scoring at will, it seemed, made the game look easy.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Puts up the tray. Outside Booker. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the trifecta.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I'll tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.